There was once an American boy who was kicked out of his house by his mom at 17 years old. He had no money left except $26 in his pocket. He was worried how he was going to eat and how he was going to pay rent. He remembered that he had loaned one of his friends $1,000 previously from his salary when he was working. He kept calling that friend to ask for his money back because he needed it, but that friend kept on ignoring him and not picking up any of his calls. He was so hungry and he just decided he was going to go into a diner and eat with whatever money he had left in his pocket. So as he was eating, a woman and her son walked into the diner and they sat down and he was watching them the whole time. He got up, he paid his bill, and he had $17 left in his pocket. He went up to that boy and he said, "I just want to acknowledge how much of a gentleman you are. How you treated your lady. You opened the door for her, you pulled the chair out for her. That's class." The little boy said, "It's my mom. I'm not really taking her to lunch. I don't have a job yet. I'm only 11. No money to eat, so I can't really take her to lunch." The man said, "Yes, you can." He pulled out all the money he had left in his pocket and gave it to that little boy. He didn't feel anxiety or regret or worried that he didn't have any money left in his pocket, and he didn't plan to do this. He just did it, and he walked away feeling really good and had a lot of faith. When that man got home, the mailman came and he had a letter for him. And that letter said, "I'm sorry, I've been avoiding you. I know it's wrong. You were there for me when I needed you. Here's the money I owe you and a little bit more on top." It's that friend he's been calling who owed him money. He gave him the money back and a little bit more on top, and it was enough for him to go by for at least a month or two. The man that wrote this story said, "In that moment, I cried and I broke down and I decided that this meant that whatever you give will come back to you no matter what. It's simple. Just give and it will come back always, and it will be greater than you can imagine." This is a true story of a man named Tony Robbins, a famous author and coach, which most of us know, and this man's now worth $600 million. Tony Robbins partners with Feeding America Foundation and has funded 250 million meals to hungry families in need. This man's life mantra is, "The secret of living is giving." And there's actually a verse in the Quran that says, "You will not reach levels of righteousness until you give from what you love." And we all love that feeling of safety and comfort and security. That's why we hold on to our money so much, because we're afraid of ever losing that feeling. But the truth is, the more you give that feeling to another human, the more you will gain it. Remember the 100 Million Meals campaign launched to support families in need in 30 different countries and provide food parcels and food support for them? Well, now